Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are having a good day so far. So, I did notice that my mic didn't work when I was trying to record. So, I have gone ahead and dumped this over. But in order to make sure that you get the full experience, I'm going to go ahead and repeat everything in writing and through my words to make sure that every bit of information is conveyed. We are now doing the fifth chakra, vissudha chakra, which is our throat chakra. And that is along with the heart, the throat, and the third eye, one of the three spiritual chakras. And then there's the fourth crown chakra, which is beyond our body. For this chakra, we will have the Bij mantra, and the sound is hum, H-A-M, with a short A again. We start this one off, of course, with a little bit of our centering and grounding exercise, and that will be, as we have done before, with Om, So, Hum, repeated 3 times. So I'll go ahead and repeat along with you. Om, So, Hum. Om, So, Hum. Om, So, Hum. Give yourself a moment in silence to center and ground yourself. This next breathing exercise is an inhale through pursed lips. We hold for a count of 4 and then forcefully expel the air like a cannon breath. So it's going to sound something like this. So continue this breathing for a while. Again, it's an inhale through pursed lips, hold for a count of 4, and then forcefully and rapidly expel the air, also through pursed lips. It's called cannon breath. Remember, we are working on the throat chakra, and this helps us to speak our thoughts clearly, to voice our feelings and emotions clearly, and it also helps our thyroid gland, so that the thyroid gland, remember, is key in our metabolism in so many different aspects of our lives. And so taking care of the thyroid as well as our throat, this cannon breath is very effective. This cannon breath is, of course, part of this series, but feel free to use this in your life independent of this practice. It's a very effective breathing technique, and feel free to apply this in a part of your day when you're feeling unheard, inarticulate, unable to express your truth. This is very effective. Continue breathing in this manner. Please remember to only do these poses and exercises comfortably. Never take yourself past your comfort zone. Maybe challenge yourself, but never do anything in a manner that is creating stress or tension for your body. So while these breathing techniques and poses and dynamic movements might be anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes, you should practice them as much or as little as your body is allowing at that moment. Never crossing that threshold of, extreme discomfort. And you'll start to recognize that feeling of challenge versus discomfort pretty easily as you practice yoga or any of these movement techniques. For the next series of movements, you may want to pull in a blanket or a towel for under your knees. I am on brick, so I did pull a blanket for myself. And you want to make sure that you can stay in the pose for a while. We're going to be in a low lunge, first on the right side, doing long, deep breathing. And after long, deep breathing, we move into breath of fire, maintaining the same pose. So we don't change the pose at all. We keep our low lunge on the right side, and after long, deep breathing, we move into breath of fire. We'll then repeat that whole series on the left side, of course. So it's a low lunge, long, deep breathing, and then low lunge, breath of fire, and then we move into pigeon pose and do long, deep breathing. Pigeon pose can be done high up with your arms holding you, or you can do it down low and do a low pigeon breath, a resting pigeon. So be careful with your poses, not taking yourself past the point of tension and stress. Always using your breath as a guide, your body as a guide. It's constantly talking to you and constantly letting you know what will work for you. Please heed your body's messages. When you move into pigeon pose, if you need, please put a block or a folded towel or a folded blanket under your hips should you require it. So as I said, you can do a high pigeon pose, or you can do a resting pigeon pose. Whatever works for your body. Be kind to your body. This is a wonderful pose for Of course, opening up the hips, but because we hold so many of our emotions in our hips, also opens the heart and allows us to voice ourselves honestly, truthfully, clearly. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the left side, repeating the whole series. Low lunge with long, deep breathing, and then low lunge with breath of fire, and then moving into the pigeon pose, either a high pigeon or a resting pigeon, long, deep breathing. Please remember to only do these poses with no pain. My motto has always been no pain, no pain. The no pain, no gain doesn't work here. It just doesn't. You start to create more cortisol in your system and simply undo all of the good that the yoga could be doing your body in the first place. And slowly move on into seated and come into a forward bend, long, deep breathing. You can hold your toes, you can hold your calves, you can hold your knees, whatever works for you so that you can do long, deep breathing. You'll do this pose up to 3 minutes. Again, holding comfortably, breathing comfortably. As we transition out of our forward bend, you're going to come into standing in Tadasana or Tadasana. You will extend both thumbs out and gaze at the thumbs, also with long, deep breathing. So my thumbs are out, my gaze is on my thumbs, long, deep breathing. Remember that long, deep breathing is also slow for maximum benefit. The more we slow our breath down, the better it is for our body. The more effectively we are able to elicit the parasympathetic nervous system in our rest and relax. Again, this pose is also anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minutes. Long, deep breathing. Simply gazing at our thumbs, and move through any discomfort in your arms and shoulders. It is a little bit challenging. It looks very harmless, but as you hold your arms out in front of you, your arms and shoulders may complain a little. Maintain your breath, maintain your calm. So as we transition out of Tadasana with our thumbs extended, we are going to move into down dog. And just as my mic wasn't working, apparently my camera had a little bit of a mishap as well. So I am going to just put in a photograph for down dog and know that we are doing breath of fire, anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes in down dog. So your arms and shoulders may complain. Be with your breath. The idea is not to push through with sheer willpower, but to use the breath as your guiding force. To use the breath to pull you through. So go ahead and move into down dog, and we will do breath of fire for 1 to 3 minutes, however long your body lets you do it. So I really apologize for not being able to demonstrate it. My camera and my equipment was just not working with me that day. And rather than wait to put out a perfect video, I gave up the idea of perfection and went instead with putting out something. I felt that you deserved the information, you deserved session 5 in the week as I promised. So just work with me here. I've often said that perfection is not the key. Simply doing it So as we transition out of down dog, we're going to move into a rest on the belly in crocodile for a moment, taking as long as you need to recover from your down dog. Again, feel free to spread the blanket out or the towel out on the mat so that you're comfortable. And then we're going to go ahead and move into Cobra for a breathing exercise in which you will inhale on the left and then turn your head and exhale on the right. So we continuously inhale on the left, exhale on the right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Turning the head with each breath. Repeating again for 1 to 3 minutes. Please be cognizant of any discomfort. You can work past a little bit of discomfort. Do as much as you like from 1 to 3 minutes. So we will go ahead and transition onto our backs, and we're going to rock and roll, rolling back and then coming forward into flower pose so that your feet are crossed and you come up seated, legs up, feet crossed, arms in Gyan Mudra. Hands in Gyan Mudra, I should say. And again, this is also from 1 to 3 minutes. I'm going to adjust my position there. It was falling off the blanket. And then at the end of this, you're going to go ahead and hold in flower pose so that you are in seated, legs raised. Arms are going to go ahead and go under the crossed legs, and also in Gyan Mudra, the hands are in Gyan Mudra. So there you go, holding right there. Long, deep breathing in case you're wondering. Continue with your long, deep breathing. And then we're going to go ahead and softly move into child's pose with our arms extended out in front of us, hands open to the sky. So coming into child, feel free to move a block under your hips or a rolled blanket or anything that you need. Arms extended and hands open to the sky. Moving out of child, we'll go ahead and move right into Shavasana. Remember that if your practice was about 20 minutes, you want to go ahead and do your Shavasana for at least 10 minutes. Feel free to pause the video here and then restart it after your Shavasana. We'll just do a very short meditation on the sound hum. Coming back up from your meditation at your own pace, coming back up from your Shavasana, I should say, at your own pace, and then giving yourself a couple of moments focusing on the sound hum, H-A-M. Just breathing softly. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I hope that you found some benefit in this practice. This entire series is most effectively done, once every day, focusing on one chakra each week. Next week, we will be moving on to the final practice of this series, and that practice works with the crown chakra and the third eye. Be well. See you next week.